Hello, Homestead. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for a moment of silence.
Hello Homestead, it's Friday, December 9th and time for another edition of HHS In Depth. I'm Austin Render.
And I'm Kara Allen. On today's show, you'll learn about the members of the drumline from the Spartan Alliance Band and what makes them such a unique unit.
We'll bring you a story on the faculty members that make up the athletic office and the work they put in on a typical day during the athletic season, as well as a look at our new Spartan Spirit Store and how and when you can visit it to purchase Homestead gear.
Another after-school club is profiled, with this week being the Poetry Club.
And Colin Davis fills in for me on the Sports Corner, where you'll get details on tonight's pink out against Bishop Dwenger.
We'll have all those stories and more, so stay tuned for today's episode of HHS In Depth.
We begin today's show with a story on our drumline. The band season may have ended, but reporter Reagan Jones caught up with some members of the unit that helped make up our Spartan Alliance Band.
Some of you may know our award-winning band, but do you know each section that goes into making the music? One section, the drumline, is composed of 19 members and is one piece of our Spartan Alliance Band that packs a punch. The unique dynamic of the group allows a lot of fun to be had and many friendships to be made.
My favorite part about being in drumline is making some good relationships with friends, and we all become best friends, and it's really cool to see how much friendship impacts music.
I think the best part about being in drumline is just getting together with some of my best friends and making music and just playing drums.
We get to goof around a lot. We really like to have fun. We mess around. There's a lot of traditions we like to uphold, and a lot of those are based on having fun. So it's what we do best, besides drumming, of course.
With the band season ending, many of the members of the drumline saw how the change in band season brought new leaders and new opportunities to grow as musicians.
The season is very different because we lost a lot of good seniors last year, but we practiced a lot at home and at practice, and we got a lot better this year.
I think this season has probably been the best out of all 3 years because me and my friends have finally become upperclassmen. We can kind of lead the line, and we can all just make great memories.
Started off a little rough, but we've gotten a whole lot better. It's really great. We get a lot of compliments now. That's always nice. Personally, it was a little rough for me also, but I've really gotten a lot better this year. I've learned a lot.
There are a total of 3 drums as well as cymbals that are able to be played in the drumline, which gives each member a chance to be exposed to new ways of playing. Some may be with the same instrument their entire 4 years in drumline, but they still each have their favorite.
My favorite drum is probably the bass drum because the rhythmic syncopation, and I love playing it. It was my first drum on the drum line, so it got me introduced into the line.
My favorite drum is the drum I play this year. Quads are tenor drums. There are 5 of them, so we get to move around on them a lot. It's a good time.
My favorite drum probably has to be the triangle.
My favorite drum would definitely have to be the bass drum. It brings the impact, brings the bass, and you can split.
If you're interested in seeing the drumline, as well as the rest of the band, in action, you can catch them next band season at the football games or at their competitions. For HHS In Depth, I'm Reagan Jones.
If you're interested in joining a new club, Bass Fishing Club, sponsored by Mr. McNeil and Mrs. Tudor, the call-out meeting is Wednesday, December 14th from 2:45 to 3:30 in room 904.
Next Thursday, December 15th, officially marks 100 days till Homestead's Dance Marathon for Riley Children's Hospital. To celebrate this milestone, the Dance Marathon Committee will be handing out free shirts and wristbands to all those who register for Dance Marathon on that day. These shirts will be worn at the event and are worth $10 in savings. Stop by the back table at lunch to register.
The Improv Club will be meeting in room 905 next Thursday, December 15th from 2:45 to 3:30 for the holiday party.
Biomed Club members, there's a meeting next Wednesday, December 14th in room 215 at 2:45 hosting Mrs. Bailey, who is the Assistant Director of the School of Medicine at IPFW. She will be speaking to the club to answer questions about college choices for medical students. Anyone is welcome to attend and snacks will be provided.
Anytime you attended a Homestead athletic event, did you ever wonder how it came about at that certain time? Reporter Garrett Willis gets us caught up on the staff that makes up our athletic office and how a typical day of theirs goes.
Have you ever wondered how all the sports at HHS take place between each other? Homestead's athletic department is responsible for everything and anything that goes on with all the sports teams, and it certainly is not an easy task.
The life of the athletic department, I mean, we're working, daily with, our coaching staff, with other teams. So it's a full day as far as making sure everything is ready to go for the athletic event that evening.
Any normal day would be email, paying bills. Every day there's a bill coming in or a receipt coming in of some kind. Paying for uniforms, ordering uniforms. So a wide range of things. I mean, if you look at our athletic calendar, there's, something happening almost every night.
This year is Homestead's second year in the Summit Athletic Conference for football and basketball, and logistics and scheduling differed after joining.
For basketball and football, it made it pretty easy. They have their set schedule. Everybody knows what it is, the 10 schools involved. Then what we have to do is fill in the other dates. And then we also end up with games on Saturday. Some schools don't like to play Friday, Saturday, but a lot of times we do.
While some indoor sports are easy to schedule for, a couple of sports are more difficult to schedule for due to Mother Nature.
So far from what I've seen, I'm going to say spring sports because, again, with all the weather relatedness of it, baseball and softball, it's really challenging.
Probably on the surface would be baseball and softball. Like last year, we almost set a record. I think we had 60-some reschedules. Baseball, our coaches, again, they have a great network, and we were able to fill our schedule. Those are probably the most difficult, but it seems to get done.
While the people in the athletic department may always have a full load, they still enjoy each other's company and professionalism.
Oh, they're great. I mean, and that's the one thing I found. It really makes a workplace better if the people that you're working with are helpful, and they really have been in the business a long time, so they really know what they're doing.
The athletic department is a heartbeat for all sports at Homestead, and without them, many of the games that we enjoy as a student body would not be possible. For HHS In Depth, I'm Garrett Willis.
Latin Club is having their annual Saturnalia party on Tuesday, December 13th after school in room 607. Go make Roman gingerbread houses and feast like Romans.
Intramural basketball registration packets are available in the discipline office for pickup. Completed packets with payment must be turned into Mrs. Godfrey in discipline by Wednesday, December 14th.
If you went out to any of the basketball games last weekend, you may have seen the new Homestead Spirit Store. To learn more about it and when it's open for business, here's reporter Supreet Pabla.
Many of you might not know, but recently Homestead just opened a school store. After lots of hard work from Mr. Updergrove and other students, it is finally open.
There's a small old concession stand that's very seldom used in the hallway by the auxiliary gym. So we're going to slowly transform that into a mini store, if you will, and we'll have items for sale. It's not going to be anything huge that you can actually walk into, but we'll have items that hopefully kids will like. Obviously it will be open during evening events, but is there a time in the morning or after school that students can see what we have?
Even though the store will not be open during school, there will be plenty of opportunities for students to make purchases during after-school events.
Yeah, I want students to get involved. Nadia Bedwell, she's going to be an active member with this, and her and I are going to be in communication on designs, setup, what we're going to do, how we're going to set the store up. I'm hoping that we get input from kids. Maybe we can have a specialty item that has a student input on, okay, this is the design we want to see. We want to call this our Homestead shirt.
They can contact me or Mr. Updergrove to help get items to put into the school store or item designs to put on the shirts.
For anyone interested in designing apparel or helping out with the store, you can contact Mr. Updergrove or Nadia Bedwell using their school emails.
Homestead needs its colors shown and available to not only our student body but our community. I think some of the grocery stores even have some Homestead stuff, but it's overpriced and for my opinion what you get. And I'm seeing some other schools do it and they're being successful with it, and they're seeing success in in getting their school colors out among the community.
If you see anyone with the new Homestead Spirit wear on the halls, be sure to ask if they got it from the school store. For HHS In Depth, I'm Sir Pete Pablo.
Student government. You will be having your last meeting of the semester next Wednesday after school in room 303.
French Club members, join them Tuesday, December 13th for the Christmas party. You'll sing French carols, enjoy a traditional French holiday dessert, and play games. That's in room 524 at 2:45.
And now here's a story on another one of Homestead's after-school clubs, the Poetry Club, reported on by Sydney Scholl.
The Student-Led Poetry Club is a gathering here at Homestead created last year to offer a creative outlet that fits everyone's interests.
I started Poetry Club because I love to write. I always have loved to write. And so I wanted a safe place and a community where like-minded people could get together and share their work.
I started with poetry in 2nd grade. My teacher, we did a poetry unit that year, and ever since then I just didn't stop writing it.
Everyone in the club loves being there for a different reason, but whether it is for the beauty of poetry or for the comfortable, friendly environment, there is a place for everyone.
A typical club meeting, we all will just sit in a circle and talk about whatever's going on in the world and share poetry. Sometimes we'll help each other, think of titles or just discuss topics that we could all write poems about. And we'll watch videos of poetry or clips from movies and stuff, just anything poetic.
We all get together and we sit in a circle and everybody talks about what poems they're liking, and if they've written anything new, we usually share it and give feedback, and it's a really supportive group.
Members can either share their work for critique from their peers or just listen to the work of others, but there is always room for new people to join in the fun.
I joined Poetry Club because I love poetry, and I went the 2nd week that it existed, and everything was right about it, just people having a community to share their stuff.
Anybody who likes poetry or has an appreciation for any art form in general should join the club, because not only do we talk about the poems that we've written and why we like them, but we talk about any art form. It's like a community of friends.
If you're interested in writing poetry and hanging out with friends, then join Poetry Club, which meets every Tuesday in Mrs. Witt's room, room 119. For HHS In Depth, I'm Sydney Scholl.
After winning the No Shave November raffle last month to host the Sports Corner, senior Colin Davis is guest hosting for me this week. Today you'll learn all about tonight's Pink Out game for Mrs. Matthias, as well as all the sports taking place this weekend.
Hello Homestead, I'm Colin Davis, your guest host for the Sports Corner this week. As you may know, there's a doubleheader basketball game tonight for the boys and the girls basketball teams against Dwenger. This is a special night because we're trying to turn the entire gym pink. Here's the story behind the Pink Out and why it's a very important fundraiser.
Miss Hamrick and a few softball players have been heading up a fundraiser to benefit Homestead's very own Mrs. Matthias in her fight against breast cancer.
Me and Emily had talked about doing shirts because we felt the need to get involved. She means so much to everybody at softball because she does so much for everyone, and we felt the need to give back.
We were talking at one of the open gyms to have, a benefit to kind of add to it to give some money towards her medical bills. So we added the bake sale, and then probably about a month or two ago, I'm like, let's add a silent auction with it too.
The pink t-shirts have been on sale the past couple weeks at lunch and can be worn at tonight's basketball game. Their goal is to fill the entire arena with pink for Mrs. Matthias.
I think everybody should wear pink on Friday because it would mean a lot. Even though the benefit is for her, there's a lot more people out there that are survivors. We had a lot of people that came to us saying they were survivors and that they had donated to us, and that means a lot.
It would be amazing, and I know that Mrs. Matthias is going to try to be there Friday, and if we could get the entire gym full of pink, even if you don't purchase one of our t-shirts, then just wear a pink shirt and it would be amazing to see.
If you haven't purchased your t-shirt yet, there are still ways to get your hands on that Pink Out t-shirt.
If you would like to purchase a shirt, you may go to Mrs. Brayman. She's in the Freshman Academy, or you could go to the athletic office and they will help you purchase a shirt if you would like one. They are $10, and all the money that we raise for this fundraiser will go to Mrs. Matthias and her medical bills.
There will be a bake sale as well as a silent auction tonight at the game. Make sure to bring cash or checks to the game because credit will not be accepted. The girls' game tips off tonight at 6 with the boys' game following. Make sure to wear your pink. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Austin Render.
The student section leaders also have a message about our pink out for tonight's game. Here are Matt and Liam.
Hi guys, my name's Ali. I'm here for the pink out audition.
Get a load of this guy. Look at this.
Wow. Is there a problem?
Stevie Wonder could have picked out a better shirt than that.
Where's the trash can? Trash can, anyone?
This is Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, I see that.
We don't like
That's
it.
not what we want.
Take
Get
a hike,
out of
buddy.
here.
Take a hike.
Hey,
we don't
scram.
like it. No.
Hey,
please leave. No, we don't care about Mr. Ginner. We want you to leave.
Get
Get out of here.
Boo! Get out of here. Next. Don't even.
Security!
Get him out of here.
Hey there, my name's Garrett. I'm here for the pink out.
Where have you been all my life?
At my house.
Let me love you.
He's the real deal.
This looks like exactly what you should wear to the game. The 9th. It's gonna be pink out.
And Matthias.
It's for Ann.
And Matthias.
It's gonna be a huge game.
Hashtag for
Everyone better come to the game. Just dress like this kid. Take notes. Write it down.
Let me see you get hype. Let me see you get hype, Mr. Willis.
That's exactly what we need. We need a lot more of that. All right.
Get hype
See you guys there tonight.
Good luck to the wrestling team tomorrow morning at the Raider Super Duels, the swim team at Pendleton, the dive team at the Homestead Invite, the boys and girls basketball teams at home against Bishop Dwenger tonight. The girls basketball team plays at home tomorrow against Greenfield Central, while the boys go to New Haven. Make sure to get out and support your Spartans this weekend. That's all for the Sports Corner this week. I'm Colin Davis. Have a great weekend, Homestead.
Well, that wraps up this edition of HHS In Depth. I'm Austin Render.
And I'm Kara Allen. Thank you for watching today.
And now here are this week's Pictures of the Week. Congratulations to juniors Madison Euclid and Emma Schroeder.
To have your photo in the running for Picture of the Week, just email us a high-resolution photo in landscape mode with your name and grade level to hhsindepth@gmail.com.
Today we leave you with a song exclusive to our radio station, The Point 91 FM.
Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week for our last episode of the first semester.
Picture yourself in a living room, your pipe and slippers set out for you. I know you think that it ain't too far, but I hear a call of a lifetime ring. Felt the need to get up for it. Oh, and cut out the middleman, get free from the middleman. You got no time for the messenger, got no regard for the thing that you don't understand. You got no fear of the underdog, that's why you will not survive. I wanna forget how convention fits, but can I get out from under it? Can I cut it out of me? Oh. It can't all be wedding cake, it can't all be boiled away. I try but I can't let go of it, can't let go of it. 'Cause you don't talk to the water boy.